The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. That's a quote by Joseph Campbell. This quote really hits different when you're staring at another month of quota to hit. Here's something that's probably gonna piss most sales reps that just clicked on this video off, but it's something you need to hear. Most sales reps making 150 grand a year are actually broke. Not financially. I mean, you've got the Lexus lease, you've got the nice apartment. I'm talking about something deeper. Your broken time, your broken freedom, broken ownership of your own life. You think you're successful because maybe you're making some decent commissions at this point. Maybe you hit President's Club. I've been there. I was a top performing sales rep, but then I woke up and I realized that I was really just good at building somebody else's empire. We work as sales reps for a small commission percentage and somebody else gets all the equity. 73% of sales reps are burnt out. Average tenure in sales right now is 1.8 years, even less in tech. And if you're anything like me, you're probably waking up right now knowing that you're meant for more. But you're trapped in this endless cycle of quota resets, commission caps, and all these other things that just keep you stuck. In this video, I'm gonna explain to you exactly how to weaponize your existing sales skills, the skills you already have that you've been building, that you've been investing in, and I'm gonna teach you how to build something called a freedom business. This is a business model that I've built personally to 7 figures at this point, and it's one that you can easily make $10,000 per month from anywhere in the world. These are a couple places that I've worked in the last couple of weeks, and being able to travel, having digital freedom was the entire reason why I set out on this journey 10 years ago. Your sales manager is not gonna like that I'm showing you this, but in my opinion, it's time to use your sales skills and start building something that's actually yours. So first of all, who am I to tell you this? My name's David Schlase, and when I first started my sales career, I probably would have been the last person to create this video. I spent 5 years grinding it out in sales. I worked my way into tech sales. My comp started at about $42,000 per year as a BDR. I worked my way up to about $150,000, $170,000 annually. And because I worked so hard, I was first in, last out. I was the guy that management looked at as the success story. I was like the golden boy within the company, got promoted 3 times in 3 years. You know, the whole 9 yards. On paper, I had made it. This is a photo of me at a conference that I was very proud to go to. Probably looked really happy in this photo, but behind those eyes, I was dead inside. I hated what I was doing. I knew that I was meant for more. I was honestly miserable, and more importantly, I was completely trapped. As I mentioned, I got promoted 3 times in 3 years. I had a number of raises on my time there, and honestly, every time I got a raise or a promotion, it was cool for a while, and then it just felt empty after a couple of weeks. Every raise came with new quotas that felt impossible. Somehow I would hit them, but I kept having these feelings in the back of my mind, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well, where I felt like I was meant for something bigger. I just didn't know what. That's when I discovered, after 3 failed businesses, the business model I'm gonna explain in this video and I'm gonna show you here. And in about 18 months, we completely replaced our income and we're scaling to 7 figures per year. After literally having the idea to start this business, in about 6 months, we were able to quit our jobs on June 1st, 2017. And my whole goal here is to literally show you the exact blueprint because the demand in this industry is so massive, it's growing every single day. Even if I wanted to work with everybody under the sun, there's no possible way that I could. So let's jump into part 1, the lie that's keeping you trapped. Now, before I reveal the business model and get into all this, I need to first destroy a lie that every single sales rep is told that keeps you stuck. Sales is the highest paid position at any company. We've all heard this, it's complete bullshit, and deep down, I know that you know it. You know what the highest paid position is? The owner of the company. The person that owns the company that you're selling for. The one who changes your comp plan every time that revenue dips. The one who adjusts or caps your commission anytime that you're getting too comfortable or when you start making too much. I've seen this happen time and time again. I posted a video on my TikTok the other day, and the amount of stories that I heard from people that had their employer change their comp plan was just completely unhinged. Think about this, you crush quota for 3 straight quarters, you're the top performer, you're making bank, and then the company restructures the comp plan. Suddenly your guaranteed $200,000 a year becomes $120K a year because you can't hit the same commissions that you were hitting before with your accelerators. Or they promote you to management. Sounds great until now you realize instead of 1 quota, you're responsible for a bunch of quotas reporting up into you. In the case of me, it was a team that I didn't even hire, that I didn't even trust to actually do what they said that they were going to do. As I mentioned, I recently made this post on TikTok the other day where I was like, what's the most unhinged thing that your employer has done to your comp plan? And the responses were totally insane. One guy got fired the day before his big commission checks hit. Another guy had a quota increase mid-quarter because marketing conditions changed. Another guy had his territory splits cut in half overnight. Another guy was put on a PIP that he beat and was later fired anyways. I mean, honestly, this is systemic harvesting in my opinion. They built a machine to extract maximum value from you and keep you just hungry enough to stay around. But here's what they hope that you don't realize. Your manager, your CEO, they all hope that you don't wake up and realize this one specific thing. You already possess every skill needed to escape the system. Every single day, you do what entrepreneurs do. You prospect, you qualify leads, you build relationships out of nothing that didn't exist before, you handle objections, you close deals. The only difference is that right now your CEO or the founder of your company is getting all the equity from that and you're getting a small commission paycheck. You weren't born to chase somebody else's quotas forever. You have the skills and you're meant to build something that's yours. There's a business model that builds and weaponizes on exactly what you know already. Most sales reps won't even know to look for it because it literally threatens the exact model that keeps them paid every day. Now for part 2, I'm gonna break down my exact transition story, how I went from a 6-figure sales rep to a 7-figure entrepreneur. Let me tell you exactly how this played out for me. November 2016, I'm crushing my numbers numbers, I'm hitting quota, I'm exceeding quota, I'm making good commissions, but I'm dying inside. I started researching businesses that sales reps can start over my lunch breaks, after hours, watching YouTube videos, the whole 9 yards. I tried starting a couple of businesses, none of them really worked out, but I came across this business model with my now business partner, Derek, called the lead generation model. The big aha moment for us was really to get clients in this industry was literally what we were doing all day, every day. Now, I've helped 1,300 other sales reps start a business just like this, who when I tell them how it works, literally think to themselves, like, this has to be the easiest thing ever. Like, all I have to do is do what I'm already doing in sales every day, and there's clients that'll give me thousands of dollars per month, and yes, it's exactly the truth. Now, we started the business in November of 2016. We had no experience to speak of. All we knew was a basic understanding of the business model. We had no experience, so we decided to do a free trial for our first client. It was a hair salon. Never met them in person. Ran a free trial campaign for them. 2 weeks later, we used that as a case study to then go and start cold calling and to generate our first opportunity. And literally 2 weeks after that free trial started, we had our first client paying us almost $3,000 per month. That was totally eye-opening for us because right around that time, I had just closed this major deal with Nike. It'd taken me like 18 months to close this deal. I was flying out to Beaverton like several times a month, meeting with their team, total courtship. And my commission on that was basically $3,000. Obviously I had my base pay and some of that other stuff, but we realized, okay, the ROI of our efforts with this business is so much higher because we're keeping 100% of everything that we make because we hadn't built a team or anything like that at that point. We had no margin. It was 100% of every dollar that came our way was for us. And we knew that if we just kept doing what we had done to get that one client, we could rinse and repeat and start planning our escape plan. So we set a quit date of June 1st, 2017. And over those next 6 months, we just kept doing the exact same thing that we were doing. We started closing more and more clients, bringing more and more people on, and we just kept marching our way towards our quit date. So many people in the company respected me for what I had built, but when I told them that I was leaving to start my own business, they honestly thought that I was crazy. I remember I walked into the CEO's office, the same guy that hired me, handed him my notice. He wished me luck respectfully, but I know that he doubted me and he doubted that I could actually make it successful. Meanwhile, I knew exactly what I needed to do. We were already well over $10,000 per month, had a path to completely replacing our income in the next couple of months. And over the last 8 or 9 years or whatever it is now, I've been able to run this business from nothing other than my laptop anywhere in the world. If you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you've been privy to that. Drop those links in the description down below. Shoot me a note, let's connect. But I share this just to explain to you guys, like, I'm not special. I mean, I was just an ordinary sales rep. Yeah, I was a top performer, all that stuff, but there was nothing special about me. I didn't have experience. I didn't have a whole network of entrepreneurs or anything. I didn't have a bunch of money to invest. All I had was my work ethic and my existing sales skills, and they rolled exactly into this business model. So for part 3, I'm going to explain what this business model is, and I call it the stupidly simple LGA or lead generation agency model. Now here's what it is. We help local businesses get customers. That's it. Plumbers, electricians, roofers, garage door people, this is exactly what we teach. We've helped 1,300 sales reps quit their job and build a $10,000 business online. The reason why it's perfect for sales reps is you already understand how the entire lead life cycle works. It's not some internet business scheme, it's not drop shipping, it's not TikTok shop. For me, I wanted a business that was just as legitimate as a sales role that I was in, something that was in demand, that was foundational, that I could build my life around, buy a beautiful home like I'm sitting in right now. This business has literally given me everything because it's an actual business. And honestly, it's probably gonna annoy you, but the model is so simple, you're gonna realize you could have just been doing this whole time. So step 1, and I'm going to throw a graphic up on the screen here, is we run targeted ads for potential customers. We do this on things like Google, Meta, TikTok, so on and so forth. We then take that traffic and we send it to a landing page or a lead capture page. Looks just like what you're seeing on the screen right now. And then on the back end, we convert those leads, follow up with them, and deliver them as a demo, appointment, quotation to our clients. It's the entire business. No inventory, no employees initially. You can start building a team over time. Most people hit $10,000 as a one-person business completely by themselves. No office space, no complex systems. But even though it's simple, this is a market segment that's growing 15% year over year. It's massively expanding because all these legacy businesses, these local businesses, are all moving online and realizing things like print ads, newspaper ads, billboards, like they just don't work like they used to. They need to get with the times if they want to remain competitive, and they're looking for partners like us that can help them do that. So let's break down these parts in a little bit more detail. Step 1, targeted ad. You've seen these ads everywhere. Anytime that you have something that you need, like I had a garage door that broke the other day, I needed a new spring. What did I do? I went to Google, ad looked just like this right here. I said garage door spring, Tempe, Arizona, where I live, and they surfaced an ad to me based on exactly what I had just searched for. These people are all in market, they're actively searching for something that our client offers. So it's super hot, red hot traffic of people that are looking for things that we can then just capture and send over to our client. Most businesses have no idea how to set this up. It sounds like it's really complex, but honestly, I can teach you to run ads in 1 single hour. Step 2 is the lead capture page. We've all seen pages that look like this. I'm gonna throw an example up on the screen again. When I was looking for that garage door spring, I saw an ad, I clicked on it, it took me to a page that looks just like this. All we wanna do is convert that traffic with a contact form so we can capture their information. So name, email, phone number, whatever it is that our client needs, we capture that info on this page. It's not rocket science, it's literally just a headline, some value proposition, attention and building some trust on that page. And literally every page that we build for our clients now is just copy paste. We can set them up in a couple of minutes. Sales reps really excel here because you already know how to write compelling copy. You've been doing outreach, you've been making cold calls, you've been hitting scripts, you know how to do this type of thing. You also understand what motivates people to take action. You know how to position value propositions. Like, this is all the psychology that goes onto these pages, and it's really easy for us as sales reps to write this type of stuff. On this page, we capture their info, and boom, we've got a lead. Takes us to step 3, lead delivery. Now, here's where your sales background really gives you an unfair advantage as well. You already know what a qualified leads look like. We're in sales, we get leads all the time. We know what it looks like when one is good and when one is bad. A lot of lead gen agencies out there just deliver super low quality leads, but because we understand this whole process and we understand the first 2 steps as salespeople, we know how to deliver leads that are actually gonna convert. So we collect that information on that landing page, and then we start following up with them with some emails, with some SMS texts, and then we send those over to our client in the form of a book quotation or some sort of appointment. Now, our clients pay us monthly because we convert these leads to revenue. Like, the average client right now is paying us between $5,500 per month and up to $15,000 per month. A lot of people are like, whoa, $15,000 per month, that's so much money. But when you do the math, we've made that company over $40 million to date. So the ROI for working with us for the past 4 years is actually insane. They happily pay us that $15,000 every single month because we're making them so much more per month. And it's this beautiful, simple system that we run for every single client. Now, the beauty of this business model as well is that it can scale with you. Like, after you set this up, it's something that you can build on the side as a side hustle. It's something that you can do outside of business hours. Like, once you set up the ads, they run all day. Like, you don't need to be interacting with them. You don't need to be fulfilling services during your workday when you're trying to build your side hustle so you can quit your job one day. And all this is really happening automatically on the back end. I personally manage my entire operation from a laptop. I've run this business from like 36 different trips that I've taken in the past couple of years. I like to work from coffee shops. I like to work from beautiful places like this. This is me on the coast of Big Sur. You know, while my former colleagues are fighting traffic to get to work every day, I'm checking my lead numbers over breakfast on some trip that I'm on. And it's for me, it's not so much about working less, like, even though you can, like, I don't typically work a full 8-hour workday, but I am trying to grow the business as much as I can. But for me, it's really working on my terms. I work on what I want, when I want, if I want. And I have this digital freedom that I sought out to achieve. Biggest thing though is I have no quota pressure, don't have any changing comp plans, I don't have any office politics, I haven't actually met a client in person in like the last 5 years, don't have any managers questioning my methods. Like, all this freedom has come to me because of this business model. Henry David Thoreau said, "A man is rich in proportion to the number of things he can afford to let alone." Like, as sales reps, your current job demands everything from you. Your time, your energy, your best ideas. A lot of people are even investing in personal development for themselves just so they can make their CEO more money. And all it is to build somebody else's vision. This business model flips that completely, puts you in the driver's seat. You're not trading time for dollars anymore. You're building systems that can generate value for you, whether you're working or sitting at your desk or not. You're not subject to somebody else's comp plan, somebody else's made up forecast. You control your pricing, you control your growth. It's up to you, and that is such an empowering feeling. I can't tell you how good that feels compared to working in a sales job. The hardest part about this, honestly, isn't learning the business model. It's just that taking that first step. It's just that belief in yourself to get started. A lot of people probably watching this video are like, oh, that sounds way too good to be true, or I could never do that. Like, I used to think those things as well. I used to think, I'd watch people on the internet and I'd be like, oh, that has to be so easy. That's too good to be true. And then I thought to myself, why haven't you done it yet then? Like, if it's so easy, if anybody could do it, like, why haven't I done it? And when I humbled myself and realized that maybe there is somebody on the internet that came from a background just like me that can teach me something like this, maybe I should listen to what they had to say. You already have the skills, you already understand the market, you already know how to sell. The only question you have to ask yourself, and the question that I ask myself, is how much longer am I willing to put off building my dream while I build somebody else's? Now, this is the first in a series of videos that I'm gonna be uploading on this topic, so make sure you give me a subscribe on the channel if you found this valuable. I'm gonna be sharing a lot more about this. I've helped 1,300 sales reps start a business just like this. If you check the description down below, there's a link with a 30-minute training where I go into great detail with my business partner, Derek. It's completely free, there's no opt-in. We're not gonna harass you or anything like that. I know you guys are sales guys, I'm a sales guy, not gonna do that to you. Check out that link, consider booking a call if you maybe wanna have a one-on-one chat with us, but that 30-minute training will give you a lot more in-depth details. And like I said, gonna be posting a lot more videos like this. Check out the links below. That's all I got for you guys in this video. Much love.